Okay, hey there. Um, this is day three of video log entries in a row. Video blog entries. Um, I'm doing this under slight duress right now. I'm in my backyard. That's my house. My brother's inside. All the windows are shut. And he's on his end of the house, and I'm on my end of the house. But I still don't feel like this is like really private, as private as I like to have when I do this. So that's why I'm talking so softly. And it's not like if I were to talk normal voice, volume, it would get in through the walls because, like I said, the windows are all closed. But it still feels like the psychic energy vibrations are are resonating, and that's what it feels like. That's what I'm thinking and feeling, and why I want to be quiet. It's too hot today for me to go out on the road to make this entry, which is what I did yesterday and what I enjoy doing. I like to get out of the house. It gives me some the movement, the freedom, the getting away from the house, getting away from where my deadlocked energy is here at the house makes me feel better. And so I think usually if I'm outside, I'm going to have like a really upbeat, positive kind of chat with you guys. Um, so by staying here to make this video today, I'm trying to level down a little bit, level in a little bit to where more intense thoughts and emotions are conspiring. I've got a headache. I've had a headache for the past few hours, which is really rare for me. Um, I usually only get like ringing in my ears, and I know I'm talking to some of the people here that know what I'm going to talk about, but other people here don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm just going to talk like everybody understands, and I'll back up and slow down a little bit, and um, as I feel it's necessary to. Um, so headaches, ear ringing, tinnitus, to me is an indicator of there being, and this is where it's going to get weird for the guys that don't know me that well, what they call energy downloads coming from from up above. And what do I mean by up above? Do I mean heaven? I kind of mean heaven. I kind of mean upper realms of existence outside of my own framework. And a download is like getting a computer upgrade. That's what a download is. So when my ears start ringing, that's like an indicator to me, you need to go meditate. You need to go meditate. You need to clear your head. You need to open up these energy channels so that the download information can flow in freely. The reason you're having ringing ears, well, the ringing ears, the headache more so. The reason you got a headache is because you're resistant to letting this energy, this information come in. The ringing ears are usually like a doorbell. That's like the first gentle signal that, okay, that whoever, and I'll talk about whoever in a second. It's an indicator that something's ready to come in. Get yourself ready, go meditate, and let's let it come in and do its work. So the whoever is giving me these computer upgrades. Um, it's kind of like angels. It's kind of like the archangels. Um, but my belief goes, pretty broad with the different types of outside spiritual entities that there are that I believe I interact with, and for a while over the past few years, there were a lot of people talking about this spiritual entity called the Galactic Federation of Light. And I don't know, maybe 4 years, maybe since 2020 is when it really started to kick in. And everybody started going, oh, the Galactic Federation of Light, what is that? Who are they? And there were some advanced people trying to doing what I'm trying to learn how to do, this channeling stuff, that were able to interpret who these people were and told. These were like teachers, these were like spiritual teachers and guides and leaders, and they all came to agreement that, yeah, there is this spirit, there is this Galactic Federation of Light. They're off-planet entities. Many people thought they came from other star systems, that they were actually, these were aliens. These were aliens interacting. Aliens that could see what's going on our planet, and were sending in information to help us learn how to deal with the changes we're going through on Earth right now. So I would listen to these spiritual teachers that were channeling the information from the Galactic Federation of Light, and sometimes I said, wow, that really makes sense. I really feel what you're talking about. And other times it didn't too much. Not so much that I didn't. It's not hard for me to believe in almost anything anybody says. But sometimes it's hard to integrate something. And if it doesn't integrate easily, then it's kind of like a flag that, maybe that's either not meant for me, or I'm not ready for it, or, yeah. So, but my information downloads, I feel like, come from archangels. There's a lot of archangels, but there's a few really popular ones, and there's a few that I've felt a resonance with, that I try and communicate with them and work with them. Working with them is a big thing, through prayer work. Okay. So when I first started this talk today, I thought I was going to get into talking about being depressed. I'm not really depressed today. My energy's just kind of low, and it's because of this heat wave. If it wasn't so hot, I would have gone out. I was going to go to the library this afternoon, but to get in the car and drive 15 minutes up into town, I figured I'd just stay here, and I'm just going to be brave and go out in my garden and talk to you. Yeah, so I'm not really depressed today. It's just I haven't meditated yet, and with this headache, I'm going to go in. Actually, now that I've started talking to you, the headache's kind of clearing. Still got a slight ringing, so I know there's and the information that comes in, sometimes it's intelligible. It'll be like, oh, that's the information I was looking for about this thing I was thinking about. Other times it'll be a picture. Other times it'll just be a feeling that comes in. Can't always tell what it's going to be, and you just have to be flexible and let it be what it is, and let it do what it wants to do. But I always feel better. I always feel better. I always feel more wise. I feel more illuminated from these experiences. And a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and I feel my job is to not let myself be affected by the blather of all the talking heads. And so I don't watch the news, but I know enough to know what's going on. And my job, I really feel like this is my job. My job is to maintain a peaceful state. Be peace in my meditation. I anchor peace in my meditation. I bring in powerful light from the heavens, and I spread it out. So I anchor it into the earth, and then I can spread it out to all the places on earth that need to experience peace. Yeah. The quality of the resonance of the piece I can imbibe, ground, and spread is higher, the less I am affected by the blathering talking heads about what's going on. I know enough. I know enough, and I do my job. Okay, 10 minutes. I didn't think I was going to talk for 10 minutes. I thought this was going to be a 3-minute one, so you guys made me comfortable and relaxed and able to talk. And there might be days I'll do more than one vlog a day, but I don't think so. I think for the most part, I'm going to keep them one a day. I also do a written journal every day. I was tempted to post my written journal entry from yesterday's video when I was talking about Scarlett's music, but I didn't. But I might go back and do it. And I don't feel okay. One last thing. The guy who inspired me to start doing this daily, I listened to a video of his where he was talking about the history of how long he's been doing this. He's been doing this for 12 years. He has been vlogging once a day for 12 years. In that time, he's become wealthy. Didn't happen in the beginning, and I know if I can keep doing this and build up an audience and talk frankly and be vulnerable, I could get a larger following. But he makes so much money, he doesn't have to do any other work, and he has enough money. He bought a house where he wanted to live, and he travels. He just travels. He's home rarely, and he's on the road all the time, walking around like this with a camera stick in his hand and just talking. He goes into crowds. He goes into crowded places. This is such a accepted form of activity, social activity right now, to see people walking around. I wish I could show you. They're walking around with their camera and they're talking when there's nobody there, and this is nothing to be ashamed of or afraid of doing anymore. So I'm gonna build up and hopefully make this an interesting experience for everybody. Okay, cheerio. If you listen, thanks for listening.